hello, my fellow trucking friends. Hello, 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 hello. It is, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, they're all starting to bleed into one. It is Thursday. Yes, 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 it's Thursday. Wait till you see that beautiful, 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 beautiful transfer that we are using this evening. The detail in this bad boy is amazing, absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. It's okay, so it came out in the new catalog launch. It is gorgeously detailed and splendidly lovely. Don't you love all those adjectives in one sentence? But it's one that when it first came out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with that transfer, but I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with it. And then enter a child. I know, where am I going with this, right? You always got to wonder with me, where am I going with this? So enter a child. And my children have decided that because their mom started the week with, hey, school starts next week and we're all going to school. So, you know, maybe we should clean out all of our drawers and get our bedrooms all ready and our closets all ready because we've gotten kind of lazy. So maybe we should do all that stuff so that when we go to school next week for the first time in 6 months, we're prepared. Well, this turned into, you mothers, you know you're out there. You know where I'm going with this. This turned into, oh my gosh, we need to redo our rooms. Like, there's nothing wrong with your rooms. We just redid your room 6 months ago. You remember we took all the fairy pictures down and I was heartbroken that she wanted a teenager room, right? Yeah. She came down this week with all of the chalk signs she made. She redid them all. Well, now I'm getting it from the big boys. I'm like, Joe. Okay, his brother moved to college a year ago. Hasn't been back since. So he's decided finally that his bedroom is his bedroom. So he wants pictures for his walls. So he says to me, do you have anything that we could chalk? And I'm thinking, 17-year-old boy. What do I have in home decor for a 17-year-old boy? And bing, 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 bing. All the little lights went off. This is the perfect transfer for him. I showed it to him. He was in love with it, and we are making it tonight. So hello, Miss Kara. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Hello, Linda. Hello, Linda Squared. Welcome, everybody. If you are new to our little Chuck and Get Together, please say hello. We love to welcome people that are here. We have people all over the country. I make a live demo video every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So come on back if you have a good time tonight. You learn all about my craziness and I let it all hang out for the world. But, you know, if you're going to be crazy, share it with friends, really, or people on the internet. Because that's just my world. So we are making this beautifulness. I mean, look at the detail. I mean, when you first look at it, you're kind of like, huh? I don't get it. I have seen this made in the most splendidly, gorgeously, amazingly ways where people like took the time and did the whole thing in all kinds of different colors. And I'm like, woo, baby, you had nothing to do all day. Just kidding. Okay, maybe I did think that a little bit. We're doing it in one color. We're doing it in white. That's about as adventurous as I get at 9 o'clock at night. Ooh, hello, Sarah from Nebraska, you Cornhusker. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Miss Jill from northern Wisconsin. Welcome. Nebraska. Okay, so Sarah, where in Nebraska? My adventures in Nebraska were fun. I did have a few fun adventures in Nebraska. Nebraska's a very nice place. I'm trying to think of where I was in Nebraska. My old boss lived in Nebraska. And at that point in my career, I traveled all over the country all the time. And we ended up in, I'm trying to think where he was. He was a Cornhusker. He actually played football for them when he was younger. He's a very nice guy. Okay, so that's what we're making tonight. I'm making Maria. I'm a Chuck Couture independent designer. Fancy, fancy. Yeah, I know. I get to say that after my name. Independent designer. Oh, yeah. We're going to use an amazing product this evening called Chuck Couture. We make adhesive silkscreen transfers that are reusable, which I think is the huge benefit to them. They're reusable. You can use them over and over again. You can do them more than once. That kind of goes over and over again, right? Yeah. You can, what I meant to say was you can use them with all kinds of different mediums. You can use them with our Chalkology paste. You can use them with Couture ink. You can use them with etching cream. You can use them with foiling compound. And I have a new one. I haven't tested it yet. So there's all kinds of different times or different kinds of mediums that you can use with it. So that's what kind of makes it a really nice and very versatile craft. You can make cards. You can make ceramics. You can make chalkboards. You can make wood boards. You can make galvanized metal. You can make t-shirts. You can make canvas bags. You can make flour sack towels or tea towels. Or I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. So it's a really good value because of all the things that you can do with it. So, sorry, I was getting a message. I got distracted. Jill is from Watertown now. Woo, woo, welcome, Jill. So you're a lot closer to me now. Just saying, you're a lot closer to me. Welcome down to the city. So Sarah is in Grand Island, south of Grand Island. He was in the big town of Nebraska. It's totally escaping me what the name of it is now. His parents owned a ranch. He was a rancher, and he played for the Cornhuskers. Very nice man. And I'm going to remember his name now. Whew. It wasn't really even that long ago. But anyway, I am digressing. Let's get to chalking. So I'm going to show you my surface. And you're going to have a horrible glare with my fun surface here. Let's see if I can eliminate that glare by getting rid of some of the... Wow. Where did that glare come from? Let's try moving you a little. But anyway, I guess that's not going to work. Let's try this. So for those of you who don't know, I am in a suburb of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a little itty-bitty tiny village called Elm Grove. We've got this great, big, beautiful, wow, this has a horrible glare. It's a galvanized metal, rustic, very masculine type, or farmhouse, however you choose to describe it, frame. I got this, where did I get this? I got this at the lobby. It has hangers on it, so I'm going to pay attention to where the hangers go on it. I'm trying to decide, because I do think, like, should we do it in this direction? Or this? I was thinking this direction. Lincoln, thank you. Yes, Kara. That's the name of it. He was from Lincoln, Nebraska. Oh, and Omaha. I've been to both. Been to both Lincoln and Omaha. All for work. Those are all fun places to go, but I want to say Lincoln was where he lived, and we had a lot of fun in some very cool bars in Lincoln. It was a while ago. Hey, Miss Carol. Welcome. Hello, Kara. If I didn't say hi to you yet, Kara, I don't know if I did. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I waxed this surface. I am not confident in this chalkboard. Hello, newbie. Oh, newbie Nancy's here. Hello, newbie Nancy. Newbie Nancy's here from Texas. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I waxed it because I don't like it. And I'm a little worried. Because if you notice up here, see this little mark right here? There was a tag on it that said best used with chalk. And when I pulled the tag off, it took the chalkboard off. So I'm a little nervous, like a lot of nervous about this surface. Because it's from that one place that I always, if I ever have an issue with a surface, it's from the place I got that issue. So I am going to buff. I put wax on it, and now it's time to buff. I put the wax on without you guys because I wanted to give it, because I am very nervous about this little surface. It's like a galvanized metal that's been painted with a very thin coat of black something. And I can't even honestly say I'm overly confident that it's chalk paint. I mean, it just, I'm worried it's going to come right off with our transfer. And I really like the transfer, so I'm hoping it doesn't, because it would ruin it if it did. So you do have to be careful when you're using a surface that's not chalk couture. So you apply a wax. You just do a finishing wax. Where did I put my wax? It's here somewhere. You can use any finishing or paste wax, or Chalk Couture does sell a wax as well. And I'm going to buff the wax off. It doesn't feel much smoother, so I'm going to get even more nervous about this now. you can see the wax even. Like, it doesn't even like really buff off very well. This is going to be interesting. We might have one of those epic fail nights where Maria pulls off the whole, ruins a brand new transfer. That would be bad. But, you know, we're not going to abort the mission. Heck no. All right, so I'm going to set our surface down because I need to remove my transfer. Now, this is a D size transfer, so if you're new to our little trucking party, our transfers come in sizes A, B, C, D, and E. The letter tells you the size of the transfer. It also tells you the price. This is a D size transfer. This is a big transfer. This is 18 inches by 18 inches. It makes an adorable pillow. It makes an adorable pillow. You know, a nice size throw pillow that you can put on your couch or bed, outside, on patio furniture, that kind of thing. I just love this transfer. We do have a couple of other surfaces that this goes very nicely on. We do have an 18-inch square Sylvie chalkboard. The Sylvie chalkboard has the really nice frame. I have one here. I'll pull it out. I'll show you the Sylvie. But you're basically looking for anything that's 18 inches squared. So this is the Sylvie chalkboard. It has a really nice frame to it. It's a beautiful chalkboard. Really nice for washability as well. This is a nice use over and over again chalkboard. I don't really see Joe as the kind of guy that's going to make me, you know, redo his chalkboard very often. Unlike his sister, right? Who every other day she's rechalking her chalkboards. So she has, you know, Sylvie's and Grayson chalkboards in her room. But Joe's kind of a stick with it, loyal kind of guy. So we're going to carefully remove. Just bought 2 huge frames from there, white with chalk. I hope they are okay. I will have to wax them first. Jill, I would. So this is why, if you're ever looking for entertainment value, I should have a blooper reel. Okay, really. Every night I could fill up a blooper reel. But if you like epic fail blooper reel, there's a video out there, it was last year, where I did a similar transfer, waited and waited and waited for it. It was gorgeous. I could not wait to get my hands on this transfer. And I did it on a surface from that particular store. And what happens is when you have a galvanized surface and it's painted, it isn't necessarily adhered very well when you're not buying a good quality surface. So when you pull the transfer off, it takes the paint that they painted the surface with off, and you're not getting it out of your transfer. It will ruin your transfer. So you do have to be careful with anything that's painted metal or painted wood, especially if it wasn't a lot of money. Now this one was a decent price, but of course I bought it like reduced, or I wouldn't have bought it. But I am a little worried about it. So we'll see. We're gonna fuzz this and hope that it doesn't stick too hard. Jill is saying they were originally $80 on sale for $24. Yeah, they're doing a pretty nice sale right now. I think I saw a comment previously that Miss Cheryl had a great time in Nebraska too. Okay, Miss Cheryl, there is a story there. Lincoln is home of the Cornhuskers. Lincoln has some great bars. Okay, yeah, that's where we were then, Sarah. It was really a cool place. Really good food too. I remember we had some really good meals there. I'd go back to Lincoln. Lincoln was a fun place. So this is my transfer. Lots of amazing detail. So many different things you can do with this. I mean, I literally have seen more than one person do every single piece in different colors. Oh my. Bless them. Bless them, right? It's just not my kind of patience level. So I'm going to write the name of my transfer on the back. And I'm going to carefully remove my backer sheet from my transfer. Your backer sheet's an extremely important piece of paper because it's like sticker paper. It's what you're going to store your transfer on because they're reusable. Use them over and over and over and over again. So I'm going to carefully remove this. Okay, Cheryl, we need to hear the Nebraska story. Okay. Ooh, oh yeah, and this guy's brand new and sticky. We should abort this mission right now. I just, you know, you ever get that bad feeling? Okay, so my backer sheet's super important. I'm gonna set it aside. When I'm all done, see my very sticky transfer. Oh my goodness, yes, very sticky transfer. When I'm all done, I'm going to rinse my transfer with water, cold water, get all the chalk paste off of it, let it dry, and then I'm going to carefully place it back on its backer sheet. The trick to putting your transfers back on their backer sheets and aligning it up without it driving you crazy is you do it backwards. You put the transfer down and you put the backer sheet on the transfer. You don't put the backer sheet down and put the transfer on the backer sheet. It's very hard to line it up that way. The key is do it backwards. Put the transfer down and then place it on, and then you just start in one corner and it just goes really easy. But when you try to struggle to do it the other way, not so good. All right, so we're going to take this very big, very brand new, beautiful transfer. This is our towel we used last night for the alcohol inks. Oh my goodness, this is sticky. And we're going to fuzz. So fuzzing is a very funny step because it seems kind of silly and it's counterintuitive, but we're taking the fuzz from the towel and we're attaching it to the transfer and making it not as sticky. So we're actually using the fuzz to our advantage, which I gotta tell you is not working because this bad boy is still sticky. So we're gonna use our brand new fuzzing towel because I know he has a ton of lint in him because look how pretty and brand new he is. Oh yeah, much better. You need lint. So you gotta be careful when you don't have lint. So you need it to be a terry cloth type towel. The fuzz comes off when you go to wash the transfer. Don't do this. I'm already getting more pliable. Okay, so Cheryl got to spend 2 Easter vacations with her best friend and her family there when 7th and 8th grade. How much trouble could you get in 7th and 8th grade? We stayed on my friend's uncle's farm. Just one of those memories I will have for a lifetime. So much fun. We drove in a station wagon. There were 8 of us, and it took 14 hours. Oh my gosh, how much fun. What a great memory, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing that. Oh my gosh. You know, those are the kind of memories we need, right? Okay, so I'm hoping I'm fuzzed, right? We should be. I don't know. I'm worried. I'm legitimately concerned here about this transfer. Okay, so pull up your surface. Make sure your hangers are where you want them to be because I am notorious. I have a little bit of a reputation of talking upside down. So make sure you know where your hangers are. What is the fuzzing towel? What is that fuzzing towel? Is a she? My fuzz, you know, Cheryl, Kara, I always talk about things like they're people. I talk to my chalks are people, my fuzzing towel is a person. Everything's a person. Hello, Nevada Nicole. Hey, come on in. We're making your transfer.
Oh, I was going to ask if I can open some snacks.
Oh, he wants snacks. He doesn't want to help make the project for his room.
I do love you, though.
Aw. You can open snacks for that. You can open whatever you want.
That means I also can have a glass of iced coffee, right?
You cannot drink iced coffee at 9:30 at night.
Okay.
You could have snacks.
Night.
I think there's leftover juice.
Okay.
All right. Does that appease you?
Yes.
Okay. I love that kid, man. Oh my gosh, he is the funniest thing in the whole wide world. So this transfer has, isn't it going to be cool? This transfer has a ton of detail. So you do have to, you know, seal it. But I'm not pushing very hard because I don't want my back to come with it. Now, this is the deceiving thing. Like right now, it comes off really easy. It's when you put the chalk on it and you do the pressure with the squeegee that it really gets stuck. And then that's when you start to worry about it coming off. What if? What do you mean, Kara, what if? So make sure you have all your air out. You have your letters stuck down. You want all this amazing detail. Now, we're going to do this in one color. We're doing it in white. And it's literally going to take us 2 seconds. You're going to be shocked, first of all, at how easy this is to do and how quick you can do it. It's all about having the right tools. So you need Chalkology paste and you need a squeegee. Now for this project, I'm going to use the big boy, which is what I like to call our, see, again, it's a boy. The big boy is a 4-inch handled squeegee. This squeegee will make very, very light work of this. I'm going to go whoosh, 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 whoosh. Don't you like my sound effects? Whoosh. We're going to go like that, and like magic, we're going to be done, okay? But that doesn't mean you have to have a 4-inch handled squeegee. The workhorse squeegee that everybody has is a small squeegee. And you can totally do this with the small squeegee. It's just going to take a little longer. I'm about efficiency and speed, so when you have the right tools, use the right tools. But you don't have to have the right tool, or the tool. You can totally use a regular squeegee. The other option would be our brand new squeegee, which is the angled squeegee. I've not used him yet. I don't think, he's got chalk on him like I've used him though, so I must have used him on something. Or my daughter did. I think she did when she redid it. So, this one would also work. Okay, what's Kara saying? That should have said, what if that fuzzing oh, what if the fuzzing cloth is a girl? I said he. Yeah, I know. I know, Carol. Shakira. I can't even say people's names right today. All right, so I'm going to open up my chalk paste. We're just doing this in white. Your chalk paste should be a yogurt sour cream-like consistency. So you want to give it a stir. If it seems, you know, like it's giving you a little resistance when you're stirring it, you just add a spray of water. You don't need to add a ton of water. You just need a little bit, and then you stir it some more. And this literally, we're going to go bing, bang, boom, and we're going to be done. So this transfer is called Great Adventure. It's a B-size transfer. You can find it right on our website. And if you were looking to find it, where you would go would be www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria. And that's how you would find this transfer. You could also find the Sylvie chalkboard there and the big boy squeegee. All right, so I'm going to just literally put big old blobs of chalk paste on here. I'm not going to use this much chalk paste, but it's easier to take it off than it is to add it. I take my squeegee and I just very carefully go up and down. I'm trying to not push too hard because, again, I'm worried about my surface. But you just cover up the entire silk screen with chalk paste. So all my chalk paste is kind of collecting on the back side, which isn't helping me get it down. Time is not my friend here, so I do need to go relatively quickly. I guess I do need more chalk paste. This is a big transfer. I mean, this whole transfer is almost all screen. And I have it like a dried up blob. Get that out of my way. I need more chalk, and I need to speed my process up because I'm going to dry. If your chalk paste dries while it's on your transfer, what happens is when you go to pull your transfer off, the chalk paste comes with it. And sometimes it makes a really cool distressed look when you do that, but that's not always what you want. Sometimes you want the clean, crisp, beautifulness. Okay, now I've got all this extra chalk paste and I just put it right back in my container. Put all that excess right back in. You don't need to waste it. And you do need to smooth out any lines that you have, because if you have a line or a blob, when you go to pull off your transfer, you are going to see it. Love this squeegee, man. Okay, so I've smoothed out all my lines and all my blobs. Make sure it's all even, Steven, like that. And I'm going to just carefully remove my transfer. Oop. Oh. And parts of it are coming off. Okay, so I take my transfer. This one is too big to go in my water bath, so I just set it aside, sticky side up, and then I will wash it. I take it right to the sink and wash it. So it did do what I thought it would do, but not half as bad as I thought it would do. So you can't see it, but up here, see the silver? It did take some of the paint off. Shoot. It did take some of the paint off in places. It's hard for you to see them. So I will have parts of my transfer that will have the black paint. I don't know if you can see that in this corner right here. And there's a couple places. So, but not enough that it ruined my transfer. So it came off in some places, but not enough to ruin it. So I'll still be able to use it, which is the key, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is cool. It's unfortunate that it does do that because the surface underneath it is silver. So when it comes off, it's not, you know, you've got these like silver distressed spots, but it's kind of consistent around the board. So it doesn't look horrible. It's not like, oh my gosh, you've got that spot, right? So it looks pretty cool. This is just, I love the detail in this transfer. And this, I think, is a really good representation of the kind of detail that you can get with the transfers. Because it does give you that, ooh, shoot, that had chalk on it. It does give you those clean and super crisp lines. As I keep making that worse. So this will be in young Master Joseph's room. He got his driver's license. He's all excited. So is the mama. Only now I gotta trust him with the car. That ain't happening. So maybe we should do this as a congratulations, you got your driver's license. Let's go on a great adventure. Life was meant for good friends and great adventure is what this transfer says. So this is our beautifulness tonight. Yeah, it's really cool. Chalk, I cannot talk today. Chalk dries super fast. So, it won't take long for this to dry at all. I could speed up the process with my dryer. It would take me about 2 seconds to dry this thing. But it dries fine all on its own as well. I will take a picture of, I know, right, Cheryl? Woohoo, way to go, Joe. Okay, so COVID has really been nice to teenagers. I don't know if everybody's DMV is doing this, but our DMV, you don't have to take the test. Yeah, you can just get your driver's license. You literally go online and say you did everything that you needed to do. Yeah, and as the parent, I have to sponsor him. So I can sponsor him as a driver, and he gets his driver's license in the mail just like that. Don't you remember the nerve-wracking test? And, you know, not sleeping all night because you didn't know if you were going to pass. And then all of your friends, you had to call. Well, okay, we had real phones and you had to dial, right? But I'm old. But all your friends were waiting for the phone call when you got home. Did you get your license? Didn't you get your license? Yeah, remember all that? Yeah, no. This kid, can you click on this button for me, Mom? And he got his driver's license just like that. It's kind of scary. I've done very little actual driving with him because I couldn't drive with him with the little kids in the car, and the little kids are always in the car. So most of his driving he did with his dad. So I can't wait to actually get in the car with the kid. Maybe I'll have to find a way to leave the little kids at home. I know, right, Nicole? That is so not fair. No stress, no pressure, no did you pass, didn't you pass? Yeah, you click on a button, your parent sponsors you, and you get your driver's license. It just drives in the mail. You don't even have to go to the DMV. I mean, he had to go to the DMV to get his temps, which he had done prior to COVID. But yeah, I know, Cheryl, they're calling it a pilot program. So any kid that's has received their driver's license since March has not actually taken a test. Their parents sponsor them. Yeah, I know. But he did it. So I can't complain anymore about having to pick him up. I do, because I'm not going to let him drive yet by himself. Yeah, no, I'm not letting him drive by himself yet. Eventually. Just not yet. OMG, I failed the first time because I was going to Germany the next day. Holy cow. Well, that's at least a good reason to fail. You probably had Germany on the mind, not driving. I passed my driver's test and I hit the car in front of me. I know this all shocks you, especially given the stories I tell you about me smashing into my husband's truck in the driveway. But, you know what? If you're going to smash into a car, you might as well smash into your husband's truck in your driveway because he parked it where he never parks it and you aren't even thinking. How do they take their picture? Kara, because he had his picture taken for his temps, they had his picture on file. So they just put that on his driver's license and sent it to me. If he hadn't had his temps, he would have had to have gone to the DMV to get his temps. It's the actual on-the-road test that they've suspended because of COVID. Because, you know, it's scary enough to be in a car with these kids. I can't imagine that on top of COVID. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I just tapped the car in front of me when I was parallel parking. That's the other thing. He didn't even have to parallel park. I have a Suburban. He should have at least had to parallel park it once. But really, when was the last time anybody parallel parked? Because I have a Suburban. If I have to parallel park, I'll drive around the block until I find a better parking spot. I'm not parallel parking my Suburban. It's lucky it makes it in the little space at all. Oh, we are gone off the rails here tonight, people. It's not always this crazy. Okay. Yeah, it is. All right. I'm done. I hope you all have an amazing Friday. I will be back at you tomorrow night. I make a live demo video every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, so come on back. You never know what crazy story you're going to hear about my life next. I agree, Nevada Nicole. It is really unfair that they don't have to take the test. Really unfair. In fact, I told him I was going to get in the car with the clipboard and I was going to check things off. Just so he's not afraid of me, though, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All right, the wheels have totally come off the bus, so I'm putting the bus to bed. This is our beautiful sign we've made for young Master Joseph's room. I will take a picture of it tomorrow and post it. He has horrible lighting in his room, so I probably won't actually do it in his room. I prayed that I would not get the one guy. He failed almost everyone at the DMV on 76th Street. Oh, and you got him? I think I took my license test on 76th Street, too. On the north side, right? What Teutonia, right? 76th and Teutonia. I think that's where I took my test too. Maybe I did it in Waukesha. It was a long time ago. Oh my gosh. Could it really have been that long ago? Oh my gosh, it was almost, no, have I been driving for 40 years? Almost. Oh, I feel so old though. I have to hang my head in shame now. Whew. Anyway, it's really time to hit the end button. I hope you have a great Friday. I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night or day. All of it, you know. See you guys.